Hi everyone, Kelt here, bringing you my thoughts on the British royal family, and today I'll be talking about Meghan and what Hollywood really thinks about her, and also the A-listers. In fact, everyone all over the world that they wanted to impress seemed to be waking up as to what they're really about and realising that they are in fact talentless. The latest is, and this is coming on the heels of my video about Catherine, unintentional, but I just did a video about Catherine and squashed two rumours regarding her, which seem to have reared their ugly heads. And most people know the source of those rumours. And the one rumour about William's alleged affair with Rose Hanbury, which was not true at all, was put about by Giles Cohen, who actually had dinner with Harry and Meghan right before putting that rumour out, and he confessed that he was drunk and retracted it and apologised. So they were behind that. They were behind that rumour. And I think Harry as much as Meghan, and I think he's wanted to cause so much trouble for his brother as well. And I think brothers do chat, brothers do have a sense of bravado and talk about things. And I think William must be absolutely mortified that anything he might have said, his brother would have told Meghan. And we know that there was no affair, but Harry has been just as bad as Meghan by telling her personal things about himself and his brother and things that William would have said to him as youngsters as well, or growing up. They talk the way they talk, and Meghan was told everything, all of William's secrets that he would have shared with his brother, and Harry has caused no end of damage, even more than Meghan, but that's another story. That rumour was squashed, and also the one about Camilla. But in making that video, I talked quite a bit about how talented Catherine is, how she has so much going for her, and I omitted her photography. I left that out. I was mentioning everything else, and even her game of tennis she had recently with Roger Federer at Wimbledon, probably a dream of hers. So all these things, she was so amazing. And now there's news out where Jeremy Zimmer is saying about Meghan, and I quote, "Turns out Meghan Markle was not a great audio talent, or necessarily any kind of talent." Ouch, I bet that hurt. Hollywood talent agency supremo Jeremy Zimmer dismisses Duchess as a talentless broadcaster after Spotify axed its 18 million, I don't know if it's pounds or dollars, deal with the Sussexes. I think it was pounds. Jeremy Zimmer also said, and I quote, "And you know, just because you're famous doesn't make you great at something." Another ouch. So we have an assessment of Meghan from the head of United Talent Agency. Now the world knows the truth, something we knew all along, and something that Harry seems to be only just waking up to, possibly. Dan Wootton is saying that Harry and Meghan will be dropped by Netflix next. It was the rejection whereby Taylor Swift chose to spend time with real royalty instead of appearing on Meghan's podcast. She chose to be with William and Catherine instead. She didn't even reply with a note or even a personal call. The rejection came from a representative. So Taylor is showing herself as being a bigger star than Meghan. And I think Meghan needed that, treating her as if she is one of many wannabes. I wonder how that made her feel. The New York Post even says Meghan Markle is not a great talent. UTA CEO after Spotify deal bust. Some other headlines here. One is, it's time for Prince Harry to get over his addiction to trauma. Well, doesn't that sum it up? I hope he reads that. Another headline, King Charles keen to heal rift with Prince Harry, royal expert. Haven't we seen that headline dozens of times over the years? I think we've seen that way too many times. Keen to heal rift. I doubt it. And then how Diana would treat Meghan if the late princess were alive today, according to a royal expert. I know exactly how she would treat her. She would have been kicked out from the very start. I'm also hearing that other celebrities are distancing themselves from Harry and Meghan. And I think the more that do it, the more that will follow suit. It seems that nobody wants to have anything to do with them now. Nobody attends their parties, their birthday parties, anything they do. They are regarding them now as almost as if it's bad luck to have anything to do with them in the entertainment industry. It's don't go near them or else you'll be markled. There is one star who hasn't quite woken up to them and must be on a totally different planet. And this is Elton John. He apparently showed a film clip of Harry at Glastonbury. And I know that anything goes at Glastonbury, but I think that this was a big error on Elton's part. There was a film cameo of Harry, which was shown for Elton's final UK appearance. And apparently, according to those that were there, most of Glastonbury Festival booed. Nearly all of the crowd booed, apparently, so that would have been a lot. Someone in the comments said that they were at Elton's Glasgow gig last weekend and a picture of Harry and Meghan came up on the screen then. What is Elton doing? It just doesn't make sense. My guess is that he doesn't know what's going on mainstream media or on the internet. He has no clue as to what people really think about them, his two friends, Harry and Meghan. So perhaps he had a bit of an eye-opening there. What have they got in common? Elton milks Harry's mum's death almost as much as Harry does with his song Candle in the Wind. It's a bit sad that poor old Elton is still thinking that Harry and Meghan are two amazing stars, while everybody else has totally rejected them and fired them, basically. Well, the Netflix thing won't be long because they've apparently been given an ultimatum where they have to actually work and produce something or they're going to be kicked out. So they've been told that they've got to make better must-see content or they will not get the rest of their 100 million plus contract. And so far they've had about half of that, probably spent half of it as well. So if Netflix cut their deal short, they will refuse to pay them out in full. So they'll have to look elsewhere to make money. I think there isn't really anywhere else they can try. Perhaps they'll end up making YouTube videos. Do you think? Should they have a channel like the rest of us? Let me have your thoughts and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.